I've been working in marble for quite a number of years, in fact about 14 years. I started off as a painter and more of a performance artist, but I'd always grown up around a marble quarry as a kid, and I'd played with it back then, but as an artist I came to it later in my practice. But now it's a medium that I really enjoy working in. I came upon marble and I liked it because of its history and being able to toy with that history in a contemporary context. The initial idea had been to represent each casualty in Afghanistan, Australian casualty in Afghanistan, with a ceremoniously folded flag carved in marble. I hadn't thought much beyond the ideas of a living memorial, most memorials being after the fact. But now it's very hard to disassociate from each one being a particular individual, that they're a father, a son to someone, that sort of thing. The idea of those casualties is so far removed from our daily lives that it's very easy to read it as simply another news item, as a news bulletin. As a physical material, it's enormously plastic, and what I mean by that is it takes an enormous variety of textures, and it's still pliable enough, even though everybody conceptually thinks of it as incredibly hard. Marble, in the scheme of, say, carving materials, is actually quite soft. So it's actually quite malleable to what I need to do when I think of a form and want to realize it. Marble has a beauty to it as well, the translucency, as well as being a converted matter of, I think, mostly seashells over the years. Has a certain natural beauty to it that you can't help but admire. I thought I'd show you here the Queensland pearl marble that I've chosen for as of today. There's a gentle pink sheen to it, pink to yellow sheen to it, with iron inclusions that it can evoke blood and human flesh. And if I wet them, I've already wet them a little bit here, you can see that there's some iron inclusions here, and that each one has its own specific pattern being a natural stone. Marble carving has a lot of tools, basically. There's rasps, there's spinners, but the techniques really haven't changed all that much. It's just electrical tools, power tools, enables me to do it more quickly. So today in the studio we're making 10 more folded flags from casualties number 30 Bruce Duffy right through to number 39 Scott Smith. That's from, I think, October of this year. They're all in various states of process. I have my assistant Mitch over here, who's working on sort of fine detailing in part of the process in the folds, the intricate folds of the flags. He's working with small dental tools and hand files, such as little rifflers like this. And I'm just softening off the character of the folds of the concertina, because every Australian flag, for ceremonial purposes at least, is meant to be folded in this concertina fashion, and then a ceremonial halyard is tied around the centre. Certainly, I'd like to encourage people to see the work in the flesh, and the nature of the work is not either a pro-war piece or a anti-war piece. Is simply putting emphasis on the sheer number of casualties asked of in our name, Australian citizens I should say, in our name today.